Hey, we're live. Hey, YouTube, I'm Brick Smith, and welcome to the PBN, the Lego Masters Edition. Chris thinks he's cool, so there's that. Oh,
sorry.
Oh, I really thought it was these guys. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Richard and Flim, Tricky Bricks, the noobs.
Hey, how's it going? Hi, everyone.
Yay!
Oh, hold on. Before we introduce them, that's my wife.
Whatever.
There they are.
I'm just gonna
My wife.
Welcome. Glad to have you guys. I don't know if you guys know. If you guys don't know who these guys are, this is Richard and Flynn from Tricky Bricks. They are all on the Lego Master TV show on Fox.
Yep.
They won. They won the third episode. Spoilers. I don't care. If you're at AFOL, you should be watching it.
It's been a while. Yeah, you're good.
And, welcome aboard, fellas. Glad to have you.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Yep. Real quick, you guys are on Instagram and YouTube, right?
Yep. Yeah, we are.
They're also on Facebook. That's pretty much where I found you guys. Was Facebook.
Yeah, I do. We have a Tricky Bricks page on Facebook, but it's Facebook fan pages are kind of weird. So I do a lot of it through my personal page, Tricky Bricks, Flynn DeMarco, and then you can find us on Instagram at Tricky Bricks, like it says. There over there. And you can find us on YouTube the same, but make sure if you put in Tricky Bricks on YouTube, it's all one word. Don't leave a space. Yeah, no space. So
I can dig it. Well, welcome. Glad you guys are here. If you guys don't mind, throughout the show, I'm sure people will be throwing out Lego Masters questions and such as that. But don't feel obligated to say anything. We sort, build, play, talk about whatever here. So welcome aboard to the PBN. What are you guys building?
We're building this. What's it called, Flynn?
Oh yeah, we're building the Lego Batman Egghead mech food fight.
I like that set a lot.
Yeah, with the egg. Well, the key to this entire set for me is the fact that we get a Vincent Price minifigure.
There it is.
I am a huge Vincent Price fan. If you saw our first video on YouTube, I was wearing a Vincent Price t-shirt. I was so psyched to finally have a Vincent Price minifig, even if he's Egghead. So yeah, we're putting it together. It comes with some pretty awesome parts. I'm digging this I'm digging this egg tile.
I could
Right?
2x2 egg tile.
And I just saw this part here. This I don't know if you can see it on the camera.
Oh yeah, it's like for the minifig,
like for a minifigure backpack, but it's clear.
It's clear. And I'm digging this white chicken right now.
White chicken.
Yes.
So there are other people here.
Oh
And
Liar.
we're here.
Hey, I did put the link to Tricky Bricks YouTube channel in the chat.
Good deal. It's right here, everybody. It's blown up.
I would just like to say hello to everybody in the chat. I don't think we're going to call out everybody in the chat.
Oh
tonight
no,
'cause
I'm doing
it's
it. I'm
popping,
doing it.
And there are like 8
I'm doing it.
million
I'm doing it.
comments in there.
I'm doing it.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Oh,
Nick, Chris, Rick Bunny's TV, Moto, B4C gave me a super chat. Holla at your boy.
Jason, Jolene, Rob Hendricks.
Glad to have you.
Yeah, Rob Hendricks is awesome.
Nice.
It's just the same people.
Ninja with the bricks. What a brick.
Ninja.
Yep. MJ Bricks, how's it going? And
Great died 30 years ago.
Fella.
Brick fella's here. How you doing?
Kevin.
Kevin who?
Who's that you're going to?
Hollin' and Ballin' showed up for a minute. BR's here.
BR's
Brick Revolution.
here.
Brick Studio.
What up, dude?
Who else? Dude Jude's here apparently.
Hey, dude, I
Carl's
saw
Vic. Hey.
somebody.
Julie Mayo. What's going on?
Julia. Yes.
Yeah. I got.
You said dude, Jude?
I did Jude. Yeah. Blaze Bubba. Bricksomniac. Maniac for Bricks.
Joey.
Matt, the IT guy in the house. I got.
We haven't seen him in a while.
We did not have Brandon. Hey, Brick High.
Brandon.
Hello, Mike B.
Hey, Mikey.
I popped some up. Okay. So in the live room, we got who? Oh yeah. Hold on, no. Let's live. All right, we got Hoosier and Erica. Good to see you guys.
Hi.
Hello. We got Brick Blaze. We got Moto and his monster. Are you doing laundry?
Hey,
All right.
Wow.
Oh wow.
That monster is pretty freaking cool.
Yeah. And then real
Wow,
quick,
we'll go around and do the highlight reel later.
and then we got. I'll put it back up there, but then we got Haley Brooks right here from Texas.
From Texas.
All right. Yeah, Richard. Richard,
Wow.
see the monster. All right, Moto.
Is it my turn?
Wow us.
Okay, so
Well,
I'm down to
you're first. You're always first. I can't help it.
well. All right, fine. So a lot of good building on this weekend.
I see that.
I got trans neon green, trans neon orange going through the whole body now, and then on the back side, I got the wings down,
Whoa.
Wow.
There you go.
so they're structured in, and then I know, Julian, we talked about lighting, so that's the last thing I'll do.
Excellent.
But I have these vintage
Thanks for the
stickers.
shout out, BR. Go ahead, talk, Moto. Sorry.
I bought these
Oh
vintage
no.
stickers, and they're the holographic ones from the Aliens.
Oh, cool.
And I've been custom cutting.
Amen,
to
MJ.
shape.
Very nice.
That looks so cool.
So now I've got. Let me get the front.
What's up, Blindside?
Oh, hey,
Hey,
Brian, son.
Adam.
I
Trying
have
to
to go.
keep up.
We have to go freehand for this.
Yeah. Ooh, do we dare?
I bet that piece would look crazy in black light.
Yes.
So that's you may be onto something. So the question, of course, was how to light this bad boy, and I don't have time before the show here in Denver to wire it internally. So what I'm going to do,
For the pretty sticker.
here we go. Let's
So
see
I
what
also
happens.
don't think that's going to slide underneath the washer or dryer. So we're good there.
We're not going to undo the dryer system.
Oh yes. All right. That is super cool.
Wow, I love all the little dots around the legs.
Yeah.
Moto, there's a question. Is that a third leg? Apparently, this is the first time Nick has seen this up close.
Nick, where are you?
Yeah,
Explain,
Nick-
explain the third leg.
Nick, there is a stand underneath because the weight of this bionicle is pretty heavy. And all my support strategies trying to build it through the legs did not work.
So, since
So
you
there is a
changed
stand.
from the Moto, since you changed from the pick-a-brick cups, has it been better?
What was that?
Since you changed from the pick-a-brick cups holding it up, has this been better?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, good.
A lot better. Yeah. Going Technic was the way to go.
Absolutely.
And I didn't realize this, but now the stickers actually glow as well.
Oh, well, that's even better.
Oh, cool. Oh, wow.
Awesome.
Nice.
Wow. That looks
That's
fantastic.
that's the best.
What are all those little dots? Are
Those
they
are-
just one by one round plates?
Yeah, they're one by round plates. And then the recent Exonite stuff, I only had 8.
Pyramid pieces?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
so I used those kind of just around the knees to try to give a sense of stuff. And
There you
then
go.
the
That
flame,
one's-
the
that
flame
one's for
pieces
Richard
were on
to put
the
right
pick-a-brick wall. So I've got the chain going there.
Well, those
Nice.
fine lines of the stickers are beautiful.
Yeah, they wound up being really nice. It was about 6 hours of custom cutting and
Wow.
getting everything down. But it's a nice effect. And then I used a hole punch to give it a pupil.
Oh,
Oh,
cool.
very good.
So that's fun. And then the back, the whole back is just crazy under this light. Let's see what happens.
are you shutting it down completely?
Wow. I love Dayglow pieces. They make me so happy.
yeah.
It almost looks like an undersea creature.
I love
So
it.
that needs to be in the glow zone at Philly.
That's where it needs to go. But you know, Moto,
Oh.
What about me?
you're one of those. He's not going to Philly.
No.
Check the other.
One show this year, that's it.
M&M bricks, what's going on? You can't love that. You just don't love Lego.
There you go.
Hey, we discovered that blacklight's a great way to pick out blue mega blocks out of your collection.
Oh, I
Yeah.
learned the hard way. I had one in my build.
Oh.
Right on the corner, and I was like, And I'm afraid that there is one in here. Yeah, this one, one of these is not like the other.
Oh,
No,
No.
that
So
goes
I'm thinking,
back.
I'm gonna tear it down and rebuild, but I really don't want to.
So, Julian, you love identifying parts. Can you pick out what this is here?
Hold on. Which part are we looking at?
That puppy right there.
Is it a windshield?
Oh, is that
Yep.
the shoot,
Trans
the
neon orange
Aqua
windshield
Zone?
with custom printing. AquaZone, yeah. There you
Yeah.
go.
Oh,
Did we see
Here's-
Eminem?
let me see the
Here's-
side. Hold on, go back down there. Let me see the
Okay.
side of it. See, you didn't show me the sides. Oh, I see them now. Yes, damn it. Yeah,
Sorry,
Here's another one.
I saw the eyeball. I knew right away.
I didn't see the eyeball. I was with the cataract.
Sure.
See if you can figure that one out.
Excuses.
Anyway,
But yeah, a lot of fun. I'm pretty
Yeah.
much waiting for my last Bricklink quarter, and
and
they'll
if
be
we
done.
do, they'll be in the Technic.
No, I didn't.
They'll be in they're either in a stick bag, they're either in here, or down there with the Technic. There's a Technic bin down there, deep buried. All right. So let's see. What haven't Richard and Flynn answered today? Oh, Haley had a question for you
Go for
guys. Haley had a question for you guys.
Sure.
All right.
Remember Haley?
Oh yes. What is behind you?
No,
Oh.
no, there's several. So,
What do you think? Like this
so
behind us?
So we can start from here. So obviously Ninjago City, which I gotta say is the greatest set I've ever put together in my
Don't tell
life.
me that. I'm gonna have to buy it now.
It's so good. No, seriously, like it is so full of detail and rooms and life in a way that a lot of the modular buildings are not. It's just it's stunning architecture, and it's one of the cases where even though it came with like 2 giant sticker sheets, I highly suggest you put the sticker sheets on because it really elevates the model, like the whole look of it and everything. So, that's that. And then we have the Fifth Star System eyeball ship here, which has got a great, like really, really fantastic build to make that round shape.
It's fun.
This is our we call it our lunar clock. It's called Cycle of the Werewolf. So up here at the top, you can see we have a moon, and that thing spins around and shows the different phases of the moon. And then this little window door thing opens and closes, and as it turns, there's a minifigure inside that slowly turns into a werewolf as the whole thing spins around.
Nice.
That's awesome.
And then that crazy thing all the way up the top there is actually a ukulele. It's from the 60s, and it was made that way. I know it kind of looks like a medieval farm implement, I think.
Yeah.
The idea was that really long hook thing at the end. You could take that to the beach and play your ukulele, and then you could turn it upside down and jam the handle into the sand, and then it wouldn't get sand in the rest of the instrument.
And go back to
I don't know, the 60s, whatever.
Making it very practical.
So yeah, so that's what's behind it, and the Disney Castle, of
Of
course.
course.
And our actually, you can see down here is our new adjustable build table.
Oh yeah,
Up and down, we're super psyched.
we got really spoiled on the show because we had these adjustable build tables. So we just got it from Home Depot. It was just a couple $100, but it cranks up and down about a foot. And man, it really makes a difference, especially when you're working on tall stuff and you want to get to the top and you don't have to stand on a chair and fall into it.
Sorry, we're making tons of noise. Sorry.
I thought we were still muted.
All right. Well, there has been a request in the chat for me to do what I normally do with all new YouTubers to this channel, and
You
Lego-
can't do it to them.
huh?
You can't do it to them. Too soon. Too soon.
No, I got to. They want me to give you guys the interview that thing that I do with everybody.
All right.
Okay, we're
sure.
down.
So I'm going to ask a bunch of questions. FYI, there was a mass email sent out to everyone who I have
The usuals.
The huge.
All
So
the
if you
usuals.
got an invite last week, you got an invite
Oh,
this
hey,
week.
Tanya.
But unfortunately, we have a full house already. So with that being said, there you go. What do you say? Be yourself.
Be yourself.
All right. This is for both Ken and Richard separately together.
Ken and
No,
Richard.
not Ken and Richard. Flynn.
Yeah,
Got it.
don't answer
Ooh,
anything.
yeah.
Seriously. Hey, you.
No words.
So this is you guys can answer it together separately, however you guys feel like. Question 1. When did you guys? Are you throwing them in there?
Just to
Okay.
dig.
All right. Okay. Sorry. When did you guys get into Lego? The like childhood or no?
All right. Well, I'll start
go
with
with
that
that
one. As a kid, all the time from before I could remember until I was a young teenager, I got Lego for every Christmas, every birthday, all holidays. So I built it all the time, and I loved it. And then I probably sold all my Lego at a garage sale to buy something stupid that I don't even remember.
Come on.
Always the way. Isn't it?
Right.
It was about 4 years ago.
Yeah.
You didn't play with Lego as much, right?
Yeah, I mean, I had. It was funny. Like when we got on the show, my mom was like, "I don't really remember you guys playing with Lego that much. I remember stepping on it, and then I don't remember much." And I thought about it, and it wasn't a huge part of my life the way it was for Richard. I really, I was really involved in theater. I was in Cub Scouts, so I did a lot of stuff outside of the house. And you would mostly find me like, I was the kid that like put on shows for the neighborhood. I didn't spend like a ton of time inside, but I did. I enjoyed it. And then about 4 years ago, 4.5 years ago, we were looking for something to do that wasn't just watching TV. So I went out and was like, okay, what would be fun? And I don't know how I arrived at purchasing a Lego set, but I found the X-Men versus the Sentinel set sale at Target, and I am a huge X-Man nerd. Or X-Men. Wow, yeah, I'm a huge X-Man nerd. X-Men nerd from when I was a kid. I used to read the comics all the time when I was in school. So, and it had all of my favorite characters. It had Storm, it had Magneto, and Wolverine.
That was our first minifigure.
This
Wolverine.
is Wolverine and Storm. They were our first ones. So I was super psyched about that. We got that, brought it home, we built it, we super enjoyed it. And then Richard's birthday was coming up, and I went on Craigslist and bought somebody's like 20-pound bin of Lego, like just loose brick. And we spent his birthday like digging through it and going on
the next 3 months.
And going through the treasure hunt. So yeah, that's kind of our sort of little Lego history.
And that was like 4 years ago. Right?
Yeah, like 4 years ago.
I was like, okay, very nice.
Well, they like answered half the questions.
I
in
know,
that one
right?
story.
You guys
Like,
Sorry, we're kind of.
Have you guys been interviewed before? All right. So, what is your favorite set and theme?
Oh, well, I kind of already said my favorite. My two favorite themes. Elves was like my all-time favorite, and I was just so sad when it went away.
Right? So
I
sad.
really liked the castle designs, especially the spooky. Like we love anything spooky, so all those like the spooky castle designs.
Like curvy, pointy, Klingon-looking thing.
Yeah, and then probably my next favorite after that would have to be Ninjago. I just think the architecture is so cool.
Yeah,
and definitely that Ninjago City set is a favorite. And we picked up the Ninjago City dock, so we just have to get that one.
I've heard that's a good build as well.
Yeah, I've heard it's really great. I can't wait to put the two of them next to each other.
We learned a lot from Ninjago. The roof treatments and architectural details are so smart.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. But Richard, do you have a favorite set, or you just
Well, I really like the Stranger Things set because I
There
like
you
the play function about it. I mean, we like anything spooky, and the fact that you can turn it all upside down, I think, is so cool.
Right, and it
We
just
haven't built that one yet.
and it just won like a Toy of the Year award at the Toy Fair.
Yeah.
We have
yes, Nick, they said spooky.
yes, we say
Yeah.
spooky a lot. It's a word.
We have a friend who definitely is in the realm
That's spooky.
of spooky.
It's the one of our top words in our vocabulary.
Yeah.
He's a paranormal ghost hunter and Lego aficionado.
Wow!
that's a great
All right, yeah, I
combination.
know.
Well,
Erica did the Stranger Things set. She loved it.
oh, yeah.
Well, and what I like about it too is it says it has such a great there's humor in it. Like I love that the 11 minifigure came in bag number 11.
Oh, awesome.
And then also the very, from what I understand, again, we haven't put the whole thing together yet, but what I understand, the very last thing that you put on the model is the missing child Barb sticker.
Oh,
On the side. And I just think that's so great. And yeah, we lucked out. I did a little commission for Lego for their Comic-Con booth, and they sent me all the exclusives. So I got me a Barb minifigure. Whoops, there's
Ooh.
yeah. So pretty excited about that.
I did unmute. Yeah,
Sorry.
we're making noise. She's looking for a part.
I also really like classic space as a theme. I just love the look of it and the simplicity of the old classic space.
So MJ Brick said something about our PO box.
Yeah. Here you go. That's.
I don't know. We don't have a PO box. I guess we should get one.
I would, since you guys are on the show, I would definitely get one. Slap it all over your YouTube channel, your Instagram, and tell fans to tell the little guys and
Tell the
girls
little guys.
to go ahead and send you letters if they want.
Oh, that's so
sure.
cute. Oh,
That's
that's
what you
cute.
do. And then hey, I'm not telling you how to run your YouTube channel, but what you're gonna want to do
Oh
then
my God.
is you're gonna want to read those letters live or leave them as videos and then respond to them. That just say
Oh, that would be great.
Oh,
We'd
yeah,
love
for
that.
sure.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I love interacting with the fans, and we really, especially the kids. And I teach Lego engineering to K through 6th graders. That's my job. So yeah, I love interacting with the kids and answering their questions. And actually, we were at our local Bricks and Minifigs last weekend, and we had our first
Public recognition.
public fan sighting, and it was these two kids, and they were so adorable and excited, and like got their picture taken with us, and it was just so cool.
It was awesome. The kid recognized us, but he was shy, and he got this huge look on his face, and just kind of looked down with this huge grin on his
He's like
face.
at the
and
bulk
kept
grin,
filming.
like
yeah, I've been there. So okay. So I know we know you're going to Bricks Cascade in Portland. Looks
Yep.
like almost a third of the cast is going to be there. That's awesome.
yeah,
that'll be super
that's
fun.
what's gonna be there. That's
So,
super
but
exciting.
what was your last show, and what's your favorite specific year-end show that you've done?
Oh, well, that's funny. We're so new.
Yeah, we haven't gone to a lot of. So Bricks by the Bay is kind of our home convention,
Nice.
and we do some work with them. I've done some graphic design and stuff for them, and then we've been to Bricks LA now twice, which
Yep.
we love, and that was the last one we went to. That was back in January,
Okay.
and we had such a good time. And now Bricks Cascade, this will be our first time.
that'll be our third different one we've been to.
And I gotta say, I haven't been yet, but it's already shaping up to be what seems like a really amazing con. Like every time I get an email, it seems like there's another sort of collaborative build that people are doing all together, and they just like encourage people to just like bring more and more stuff. And I haven't the Lego hobby can be kind of you kind of like build in a vacuum, because you're by yourself all the time. And I think one of the things that really made us excited about, or one of the things that Lego Masters got us really excited about was the was the possibility of doing collaborations with other builders.
Yeah.
So we're really excited to be collaborating with Boone on a build for Bricks Cascade. So we're pretty excited about
Yeah,
that.
Boone and his friend Perry.
Yeah.
Right on. There's a question from MJ Bricks again. Hey, Flynn, glad you said that. Can you comment on the hobby versus the job aspect of things? I'm always weary of making my hobbies my job. You broke something. What'd you
Shut up.
Oh, sure. It's a fine line, right? Like you. I don't know. I think it depends on what aspect. For me, I really compartmentalize my job
Mhm.
from my Lego building. It's like, yes, I deal with Lego on the everyday, but I think because I have a curriculum in front of me, I have model instructions in front of me that I can teach the kids, and I've been working there long enough that I have a lot of the models and mechanisms memorized, so I can just put it. So I don't put those in the same category. So I can go work my job and then come home and build all night and not feel like I'm, getting tired of it or whatever.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've talked about it too. Like, I think Flynn would have more of an interest in working full time with Lego. I'm a theatrical lighting designer, and I love doing that.
Oh
But
yeah.
I love to do commissions outside. Like doing commissions with Flynn would be super fun.
Yeah, so that's definitely something that we're looking forward to. I mean, being artists, we want to be able to. It would be great if we could make our whole living making art and not have to, go into an office or whatever. But we're taking it like it comes.
Yeah.
But definitely the Lego part of our lives ever since the show has really kind of skyrocketed, about what we've been doing. So yeah.
Well, cool. Very nice. Yeah. I've still got a million questions. Don't worry. Hang on.
No, sure, we're here.
Yeah, we're just putting the set together.
Who's the bigger builder in the house? Because out of the two of us, Brittany does do build.
Excuse me, who's building right now?
Watch yourself. Watch yourself, girl.
So I'm
But,
just saying.
Like she doesn't like building sets unless a Harry Potter or a special
Hey,
set like
excuse
this
me,
one right
I'm
here.
building a set
Yeah.
right now. Set.
Well, Flynn builds more. Oh, what set are you building?
Oh,
7159 is the black sparkly Star Wars bucket.
I want a black sparkling Star Wars bucket. That's awesome.
our friends
Thank you so much to Heather and
and
Joey.
Joey from Brick Trains. Brick Trains saw us and she said she wanted the bucket.
I want the bucket.
So they
'cause it's
gave her the
black and
bucket?
Sparkly.
Oh, that's so nice.
I love it.
Jason
Well,
is
we like sparkles.
Jason's
Yeah,
reaching for
I
his-
showed her the bucket, and then she's like, "Oh my god, I want that."
I need the bucket. It's
Well,
black.
who would not want a pink sparkly bucket? I ask you.
I think
She went up to me though. She actually got the actual pieces in there. I don't have the set.
Yeah,
I just
I
have
know. I wasn't expecting to get the actual pieces, so that was pretty awesome.
So
well,
yeah.
to answer that question,
yes.
I think a couple of things. There's sets that we build, and then we build our own mocks, right? When we build sets, I do a lot more of the organizing and separating bricks. I love just zoning out on like separating colors and little pieces. And Flynn assembles much more of the sets than I do. I hand him bricks and find it. I'm the finder.
Yes, he can find anything in a pile of bricks. I'm always amazed. Because there's always that one piece where you're like, it's missing.
Yes.
You're like, look in there. Oh, wait, it was upside down under the manual.
And then when we build our own mocks, we kind of work on separate things. I tend to start from the inside and build structure, and I spend a lot of time making mechanics. And Flynn thinks a lot about finishing details and window treatments and the overall like sort of outside art direction of the piece.
Well, I think also too, part of it is I only work. My job is part-time. So I'm really lucky in that respect. Like I have most of my mornings to myself.
That's nice.
I work at Brothers Brick, so I'm an editor over there. So I do article. I write articles. That's
so you already know who Moto is.
Yes. Oh, yes, of course.
Yeah, you know this guy.
You guys know me?
Yeah, Rick does for sure. I'm sorry, Flynn,
Holy-
throwing you under the bus.
No, I know. So
I didn't realize that the editors knew each person that they featured at some point, but
well, I mean,
thank you.
We definitely. I mean, we look at a lot of stuff, like we see a lot of models all the time, and you start to associate like names that you see a lot, so you can, you know, it's
Yeah.
good with that.
I get it. Yeah, my stuff does look like my stuff.
Everybody has style. Oh, my tattoos.
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of them. So
The pirate ladies,
I'm
though.
pretty much tattooed from like here all the way down both arms.
Listen, Flynn, when you're more comfortable with being around us, you're more than welcome to take your shirt off. I'll do it with you that day because I got hidden tattoos as well.
I'll do at least the ones down here.
There
So, I got these are my two pirate ladies. Most of my tattoos are all very traditional, kind of Sailor Jerry style, old school
Nice.
sailor tattoos. So I'm a really big fan. So I got this one. I got from this guy English Craig in New Orleans, a really good friend of mine who has since passed, unfortunately. But he was an amazing tattoo artist. Did a lot of great work. And then for my 40th birthday, my friend was like, "I want to get you a tattoo for your birthday," and he was like, "How about we get somebody that goes with the other one?" So we got her, and everybody always laughs. They're like, "It's because it says Tiny Maria," and they're like, "Why does that say Tiny Maria?" And of course, people are looking for some sweet sentimental story, and it's actually kind of stupid. we were playing we were playing like an online pirate game, and you could have your own ship. And so he named his ship the Tiny Maria for whatever reason, and so that's why we got that put on there.
Nice. That's good. That's a good part. That's a good story.
Yeah.
And then these, if you're a video game player, you may recognize these. These are actually the wrist tattoos from the player character in BioShock.
Oh,
So if you ever played BioShock and you look at your own hands, they have these
Kindly.
tattoos on the wrist. And when that game came out, I was actually working in the games press, writing a lot about reviewing games and stuff like that. And it was the greatest game I'd ever seen, like the art style and all that Art Deco and all that. And I was really, really drawn to it. So, yeah, and when I saw those tattoos, I just really loved them, and I didn't have anything there. So
that's awesome.
and there's more, but that's for another. We can
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, I'm a fan of the tats. I don't know why I didn't think of that earlier. Richard, let's see yours. Richard, you got any tattoos?
What's that? Yeah, actually, what do I have? When I moved to, where's the
We have your
camera?
Sailor
When I
Star.
moved to Berlin, I went overseas and I got the Sailor Jerry Star.
Nice.
I have, I got to have this refilled in because my skin drinks ink, but I
Your
got
mom tattoo.
my mom tattoo.
Nice.
I got a couple others that'd be hard to show on camera, like
Oh,
I
yeah.
have a tribal one on my leg.
And we do, believe it or not, we do actually have matching tattoos that are hard to show.
From like 1991.
Yeah, so when we were in,
Oh, so they're tribal. Okay.
we're married now, and we've been married 9 years, but we also dated and were boyfriends in like 1991.
Wow. God bless
like
you
for
guys.
For like 2 years, and then we broke up for a long time, and then got back together.
But we got matching tattoos in 91.
But we got matching tattoos
Wow.
in 91 of Satyr, and we each got one. So, yeah.
I think it had a homing signal in it because it was 20 years before we got together again.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
It's a lovely story.
That's awesome. So
Great
that's, the
story.
story. That's the story you need to tell them about the little ship.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah.
Chris, don't ever quit.
Huh?
I said, Chris, don't ever quit.
What? What did you say?
So, yeah. Do you guys plan on hitting the circuit? When I say that, I mean there's like shows in Jersey and Alabama and Philadelphia, Virginia, Chicago. Are you guys going to hit them over time, or are you just going to just throw both feet in and go? And then the
I
next
think-
question is a sorting question.
Well, I think over time, mostly because we had to take 7 weeks off of work to do Lego Masters,
Yeah.
which is a really, really long time. And, for me, it wasn't so hard because since I teach part-time, they were able to find subs for me pretty easily. And because I work in a Lego related industry, everybody was very excited for me and really wanted me to go. Now, on the other hand, Richard is like one person of a 3-person, office. At his
Yeah, and
place.
I do all the technical drawings for where I work. So when I was gone, no technical drawings. So like I get vacation and all that, but
yeah, so we're probably like this year. I know we're definitely planning on. We're obviously Bricks Cascade.
Yep.
We're definitely going to Bricks by the Bay, obviously because it's close. We are going to hit up BrickCon in Seattle because it is not only is it on our coast, but it's also the kind of Brothers Brick unofficial meeting convention. They all kind of are from that area.
we'd like to make it to Chicago,
And,
but probably not this year.
Yeah, unfortunately, Chicago happens just like a week or two before Bricks by the Bay.
Yeah.
So that one's hard. And then, of course, doing the stuff on the other coast, we really want to, but, obviously that's a lot of money to go back and forth, lots of plane trips and hotels and all that kind of stuff.
So probably over time.
But over time, for sure, we definitely want to hit up some of the
Good.
other.
We need
Oh,
to
hey,
see.
Shiny.
Hey, Shiny. Hey, sorry about that. I got to say hi to my friends. What's up, Grease Monkey? So now here's a hard question. I see you guys have the thing behind you where you keep some or all of your brick.
Some.
Oh, yeah.
That's the sum.
Do we sort by color? Do we sort by part? Do we sort by color and part? And how big is your collection of brick?
Sure. Well, that's it. For now, we sort by brick part. We don't have enough space to actually sort by part and by color, so we tend to organize our stuff a lot in color families. So, like our green brick, we just keep all of our green 2x4 bricks.
Why you got 8x? I'm calling you out on the 8x16 plates in there.
Yeah, I don't know why these are in here. That's embarrassing.
In there.
So we sort a lot into color families. If we have smaller amounts of stuff, we'll do like we keep all of our sort of colored 1x2s in one, but then we keep all our black, white, and gray in another.
Yeah.
But then if you have if we have specialty colors like gold, like the pearl gold, I have a whole box dedicated just to pearl gold. Like a whole box just dedicated to pink and dark pink. Yeah, so all the sort of more specialty colors that we would use for accent and stuff like that, we keep those generally together.
Okay.
I would say it's a little mix of both, but mostly we like to organize by part just because it's much easier to find.
We started stacking a few things recently.
Yeah, and because nobody wants to dig through a giant bucket of black brick to find that one little black brick that's all the way at the bottom.
Yep.
And recently we've started nerding out. Like if we started getting too many things, like this box that we keep all of our corner pieces in,
Mm-hmm.
we've actually started stacking all of the corners together
There you go.
in light colors, and they fit much better in the box. And so now we don't have bulging lids that make it impossible to fit
I did.
everything back onto the shelves.
I did that with my pink brick separate from everything else. I started stacking my 2x2s because they became very unruly.
Well, you started that with the 2x4s before you even started the pink brick.
I don't remember.
Because you
Sure.
had stacks of the 2x4s.
Yes.
Started
Well,
it.
it's easy to get overwhelmed, right?
Yeah. So I don't know how many more questions I have. If I'm bothering you guys, let me know.
No, not at
No,
all.
no,
Like,
no.
no.
That's why
Panel
we're doing
chime in as well. If you guys have questions, I will shut up.
Will you though?
Yeah.
Do you ever?
Kevin Hinkle said, sorting Lego drains my soul.
Well, I guess you should have started a show called Forever Touring. then.
Well-
Good, yeah.
It's actually
Forever soul draining.
Well,
By the way, your graphic is great. I love it.
What are
Yeah.
you talking about? That face and that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hinkle.
Kevin
Yeah.
did that.
Yeah, we're going to be getting a drawing soon, possibly from the fine Mr. Hinkle, who's turning out to be the sort of Lego Masters cast artist, from what I understand.
Yeah.
I noticed it's but yeah.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I can't. I'm not going to
Because
divulge
his
it.
kids are hungry. He told us that.
Hinkle is not the man. He's just okay. Come on.
uh-oh.
Oh,
I don't know. Listen, Richard Flynn, I've been doing a show on my channel for over a year and a half, chronologically following Kevin's walk with the Lego group. And we do an hour episode every week. And over time, I realized how much of a diva he really is. That's not good. Yeah. But,
All right, I got a question.
oh, Haley got a question.
All right.
All right. So from the time you spent on Lego Masters, but after y'all came home and whatnot, do you guys feel more inspired to get the bricks together and start building more? And
Well, that's funny. Flynn and I had different experiences of that.
Yeah, I mean, I have to say, like, doing this show was creatively draining. I think because, of course, you kind of don't see, obviously, all the behind the scenes type of stuff. But we would film multiple days in a row. Like, we had weekends off, right?
yeah,
But we would do we would be doing these builds for a couple of days, and then we would film the last day. We would have elimination. We would go back to the hotel, and the next day we were starting over again.
Brand new challenge.
So
brand new
it was
design
just like
process.
challenge after challenge after challenge after challenge. And it was so grueling that it really got it got hard. Like you started feeling really creatively drained. And I think after we got home, and I've spoken to some of the other contestants, and I know we all kind of felt this way. Like after we got home, it was kind of like waking from a dream.
Oh,
Right?
wow.
We had been doing this one because once we were there like 1,000%.
Yeah,
Like
like
we
in
were
a bubble, kind of.
yeah, like in a bubble, like all being together and all that stuff. And then you come home, and it's not like you have time to sort of like wean yourself off. It's like suddenly you're doing all this stuff, and then suddenly real life is back again. And it felt so surreal. And we had I had a really tough time getting creative afterwards. I felt like a big creative block, and I found myself just sorting was the thing that kind of it inspired us to get this new shelving. It inspired us to get this new adjustable work table and all that kind of stuff. But as far as like building, until Boone invited us to do this collaboration with him at Bricks Cascade, I was finding it very difficult. I was finding it very difficult to create, but I feel, especially now that the show is on, and the last episode we won, so
By the way, we ain't even touched on that.
yeah, feeling extra inspired to build. But yeah, like that's kind of where I was at. How about you?
Well, I mean, hearing Flynn say it, I guess our experience wasn't that different. I was ready to touch bricks before he was, but all I could do was sort. Like I would just take our jumble and pour it out and try and find like all the tan 1x bricks or something. I didn't feel like I could really create new stuff. But what also got me excited was trying to expand on the ideas we touched on Lego Masters.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously some episodes, some challenges we were easier than others, and I would with almost everything we built, I want to improve on it or take that idea and expand on it. So that was kind of my way into what I want to build next, is expanding on those ideas.
Yeah.
Real quick, unrelated, Moto, I put you in the green room. Ken Marlowe Bricks has joined us live from Colorado.
Hey,
Hey guys,
how's it going?
good.
Randy's
Nice to hear you in person. Nice to see you in person.
All right,
You too.
Nice to meet you.
You hear me, Ken?
Yeah.
Wow,
Yep,
look at
yep,
those
I can hear you.
drawers.
Oh, I know. I love all your drawers. That's
Oh, yeah.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, that's a Hinkle inspiration.
very nice.
Still, as you can see, the sorting's still continuing. I have some holes I need to fill.
Oh,
They're coming along.
Right, endless.
Endless, yeah. I mean, like you're saying, like sometimes I just start sorting, and then that's when inspiration will strike.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Moto, sorry I put you in the green room. I know you don't mind. God bless you, Moto.
Just real quick, like off topic, can I ask you, like, does this bother anybody else where you go you follow the instructions to like build a piece, and then you get to the end, and then it tells you you need 3 of them. Couldn't you have
100%. 100%. That bugs me.
To my core. I can't.
Julian-
If I ever think that maybe it's going to be a multiples, I'll flip a couple of pages and see if it is.
Yep.
Whatever. I can't
Yeah,
stand
but I was like unprepared. I was like, "Oh, seriously?"
Yeah,
And it's always the
100%.
ones that are like hard to build and are a pain in the butt in the first place.
Right.
And like
I need 5
that
more.
one right there, the Tower Bridge. Oh my goodness, that was crazy. The number of duplicates that were on that one.
Yeah.
like,
Oh, that's funny. That question is very funny.
Oh,
like the
Well, usually I'm on the other side, right?
yeah. Usually we're the other. Usually we're
Oh
the
yeah,
other down. But
yeah. Because
um,
earlier you were in the same orientation.
yeah, this is well. Richard's left-handed.
Yes.
Ah.
We usually sit the other way, so he has free.
So I'm not bumping
yeah. So
into
there's
him.
not,
Left-handed team.
all
Yeah,
right.
right on.
Ralph Bricks is here.
Yeah, you saw
Whatever
that.
you weirdo.
Sorry.
Hey,
Hey, Greg.
Long time no see.
Murtaugh's
Hey,
here.
Murtaugh.
But yeah, so
yeah, like on my the show that I do on Thursday nights, some of us just finished building this.
hang on, Hoosier.
Oh,
Oh, nice. Yeah, we were just working on the mini version of that earlier.
And one of us just built a little $25 Batmobile.
Yeah, the one that they gave away for a prize or like a gift with
gift with
purchase. Yeah, it was that's a really cool one.
Haley is a lot faster builder than I am, and she kept hollering and cussing.
Everyone's a faster builder than you, Hoosier.
And I'm doing- But she would holler and cuss. Why do they wait to the end to tell us we need that 4 times?
Yeah.
Right.
So that was kind of my warning. I knew to be watching for it.
It's so I asked a question on y'all's live stream and it got buried by a bunch of other comments.
Oh, sure. Sorry about that.
Here, no, it's no worries.
No, it's totally
You're
normal. The comments go so fast; it's hard to keep up.
well, we're
Yeah.
new to it.
Yeah, and we're new, so
So the question is, and this is for you guys and the whole panel and comments.
okay.
Will this show bring the Lego YouTube community together and make it stronger? Because I don't know if you guys are aware of this. There's factions all over YouTube because there's different things. There's the Star Wars guy, there's the city builders, there's the Technic group, there's the Bionicle guys, and there is some crossover, but collectively as a whole, we kind of stick to what we're most comfortable with. As the show pulling all these different people, like I know Aaron's into Bionicle, and
Right.
Tyler Bill does these other. Is it going to? Do you guys feel like it has the potential to help the community, the Lego YouTube community, out and make it stronger?
Well, I mean, I would certainly hope so. I mean, I think that certainly what we're doing right now is proof that there's already going to be like starting to be crossover, right? Like,
Yeah.
Especially because like when you look at the within, I mean, of course, I'm speaking right now within the cast itself.
Yeah.
And to like we got I think we got a good amount of people watching our stream today. But
Yeah.
I know a lot of that is due to like Boone and Mel shouting out about being on the show.
I have to disagree with you guys. I have to disagree with you. I was unaware that Mel and Boone did anything to, and I'm not talking crap about either one of them, but I was
Not
unaware.
at all. They're great guys.
I didn't hear anything any chatter. The only place I heard that you guys were doing a stream was from you guys.
Well,
And I'm
No,
comment.
Well, I will say what was nice was during that stream we got 25 new subscribers to our channel,
awesome.
which is brand new. So that was
Yeah.
pretty exciting for us. It was a good.
I saw your post on it on Instagram, and then I think it was, I don't know, someone else's post on Instagram as well that had shared it.
Yeah,
That
Mel.
was me,
I
Ken.
think it might have been I think it might have been Iceberg.
Yeah,
No,
Mel
me.
did a good job. Well, he
But
really.
one thing, since you threw me up there, one thing is that I don't know about the YouTube community. I mean, I think I would hope that it makes us stronger. But one thing I've already noticed is I was at my local used Lego store and the prices have already starting to go up.
Oh,
Whoa, really?
Yeah.
look
Yeah,
what
I
you
mean,
guys did. It's your fault.
it's all your fault. Yeah.
I heard at one point that in Australia, Lego sales went up 90% when the show.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like usually, they have like 4 or 5 bins that you can like pick through used brick, and
Yeah.
normally I can have a whole bin to myself, and people are pretty respectful of that or whatever, and I can sit there and sort through it at one side going to the other. But I noticed like when I was there, it was like 2 people to a bin, 3 people to a bin. I mean, it was crazy busy. I mean, it was a Saturday, but still, it was way busier than I normally see it.
Interesting. Well, I think, I mean, obviously, it's definitely going to bring a lot of awareness to the brand and to the hobby. But what I think is one of the really good positives about it is that it is, well, first of all, bringing like a show that families can watch together.
Yeah.
Which I think is so important. And I know, like, I hear from a lot of people on, like responses that we've got from people online just saying, oh, I'm so excited. Like, my kid and I are watching this together, and it really inspired me to get out some of my old sets and like start putting things together. And I think, in a way, I think that it can maybe push towards, well, I think we've all, at least I like to think that we've all experienced that kind of like talking with someone, making small talk, and they're like, so what do you do when you're not at work? And you're like, well, and you feel kind of fish about sharing that information because the person's probably going to go, okay, thanks for talking. See you another time.
I have brand new. I just got a brand new job. I have 10 brand new coworkers that are all have very clearly are, Republican, Trump supporter, complete polar opposite of me. And, I'm like, hey, I've been out for 10 years. By the way, my husband, and by the way, oh yeah, in my spare time I do this. So
yeah,
I'm not like, it's almost like coming out of the closet twice, right? Like, it's, like not only do I play with Lego, but my husband supports me on it.
I mean, not to get like too deep into that subject, but I will say that like, and I'm sure you've experienced this too. Like, what I think a lot of people don't understand about the whole coming out thing. I think in popular culture and stuff, it's always represented as this like one big moment where it all happens.
No.
And I can promise you, like, we don't send like Eventbrite invitations out. Like, hey, by the way, if you end up coming out multiple times throughout your lifetime.
Yeah, every time you get a new job, every time you meet your friends,
every time you do
the same thing with, same thing with Lego. It's like, oh yeah, by the way, I build, I model with Lego.
But I think what I think the point I was trying to make though was that I'm hoping that it will show people that that it can be an art form and transcend being a child's toy, which is what everybody kind of thinks of it in a very general way.
One thing I'd like to really come out of it is more people to realize that they can take their sets and build them and then take them apart and build stuff that they want of their own imagination.
Yeah.
I hope to see for making stuff brand new that's never existed before that they can do the same thing.
Yeah, for sure.
But
So
and just one other thing on that, I've noticed at conventions that, I mean, I found the Lego community to be very welcoming, like all different interests. I talk to people who build very precise military models, and that's not my thing, really at all.
Right.
But I noticed that there are divisions at the conventions, like the military guys hang out with them, and then the space guys are over here.
That's what YouTube's like over
when
here.
I use guys generally, I'm meaning like all people.
Here's how. Okay. I can only speak for Bricksmith / the Pink Bucket Nation / the Deep South Lug / whatever. For me personally, this thing that I run is all encompassing for all in the community or all in the hobby. I know that they are not interested in what. Not everybody thinks that a pink castle is cool. So
sure. I know. What's that about?
There were people at Bama that almost knocked themselves out, rolling their eyes in their back of the head so fast at my castle. It's fine. I love them anyway. Yeah.
Well, it's funny. I actually when we first started doing, like when the show first started premiering, I said before, I really wanted to have that interaction with fans and people and let them know that we're real people, not just, whatever cardboard cutouts on TV.
Right.
And also to try to because I had read some rumors, people starting rumors about, oh, it's all scripted. Oh, it's all this. Oh, it's all that. And I felt kind of obligated to jump in and say, no, we're all real people.
Jason is the biggest
Jason did
absolute.
That's right.
If you, Jason has.
I've seen other people come out of other shows, after they're off the air, and they're like, "Okay, the NDA's over. I can tell you whatever," and the show is completely fake.
Oh,
right. Well, I don't think that's. I mean, that was not our experience at all. NDAs aside, they told us that we're allowed to talk about whatever, but I don't. I never felt pressured to be anything other than ourselves, so I felt really good about that. I think though that what I was the point I was getting at about online was just I started seeing a lot of negativity from people about some of the other contestants, and not just I could build better than that in 12 hours, and let's come back to that in a minute.
Yes.
But basically just personally attacking, I think Kara in particular was really targeted because they chose to edit all of her kooky facial expressions.
I said some things. I don't know if I would call it attacking.
You were rude. Yes.
Yes.
I told you to shut up.
There you go. Yeah,
job,
I did that, see, and I feel bad about it.
Well, no, I mean, and thank you. I think it's important for people to, own up to what they've done and that they can change their minds, and we can all have our minds changed about things.
Yeah.
But I think what I just really wanted to do, and you may have seen, I posted a big thing on AFL's of Facebook, and I was just look, just please be aware that the people that you're talking about are in this group, and they can read what you say about them, and what one person might think is oh my god,
that's
what one person might think is a hilarious joke is really devastating and personal to the person who the joke is about. And I was actually really bracing myself for some negative feedback, and really the feedback by and large was 98% extremely positive, and people were yes, and then what I'm slowly coming back to in all this is I just I feel like this is a hobby where, pun semi-intended, that we should be building people up and not tearing them down.
Totally.
I mean, we're all in this together. It's an art, it's an art. We've chosen this as our art. We've chosen this as our hobby.
Yeah.
And I tell this to my kids when I teach with them. I tell them, I was look, one of our rules is we are nice to people. Oh, I want a pink bucket hat now.
I just filled yours up with brick.
If you're walking around and you see somebody else's model and you think that you could do it better, or you think that you don't like it, that's an opinion you can keep to yourself.
Yeah.
But I was but if you're walking around and you see something that you really like, go up and tell that person and maybe ask them how they did it, and they can inspire you to something else.
Yeah.
I
actually, it drove me crazy. And then I can't remember. I think it was Jamie or Chris or somebody or more than one. I was like, why did they tell me how Mike Castle would be better? I was like, it's a work in progress, and I don't. And it was like a stranger. It was like a stranger friend,
Yeah.
A fellow Athol that I wasn't that isn't in this room. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I said, and I was like, God, I'm doing the best I can. I am not the best builder. I'm just, what I'm doing. And they're they like it enough to let you know that, to put thought into it and help you move forward from here. And I was like, oh, so I felt bad. But anyway.
Yeah, no, I mean,
I got some pretty negative criticism at a show, and it's from some teenagers, but it did push me to make my build better. And
teenagers don't count; they're losers.
I know, but it is thousands % better. So whatever.
Well, but I also think it's a matter of the way you present that information.
Yeah.
Like not just saying I would have done it differently. I was just saying, or but what about how have you thought about so and so?
Wouldn't it be cool if you did this?
Yeah, I think there's definitely I think there's definitely ways of presenting information like that that can be a little less aggressive or intrusive.
But by and large, I find the Lego community to be really friendly and welcoming.
Yeah.
And that people are supportive of each other's builds. Like, of course, the anonymity of online allows people to be like, that's crap.
Right.
But that's not my experience at conventions at all.
No, not at all. But I did want to, so just quickly, because we're going to actually have to go soon.
Yeah, we're about to end this thing right.
I wanted to just say about the whole I could have done better in 12 hours thing.
Yes.
What I will say about that is 12 hours sounds like a long time, and it is. But when you add on to that the fact that there are cameras everywhere,
13.
You are 13 cameras everywhere on you. There's a camera on you all the time. You are mic'd. Everybody hears everything that you say. You are running back and forth to a collection of bricks that are not yours, are not organized the way that you organize your bricks. And you never know how many you're going to need. And if you were at one of those back tables, it was a trek up to the brick pit. Like,
yeah, they had a lottery
trek.
every week to select tables.
And so it was really hard. And then not only that, but you have check-ins with Will. We had multiple check-ins with the judges. We would have people coming up and asking us questions on camera. We, and sometimes we would have to stop and leave the room and come back. So there were all of these demands on our time that you don't actually see on camera. So what is a 12-hour, it looks like a 12-hour build. By the time you do the interviews and you talk to Will and you talk to the judges and you walk around and look at everybody else's thing and then you do this and that, shave about an hour and a half off of that.
Right.
Yeah. Plus the distraction of being in a giant room with a bunch of other people building, knowing the whole time that you've got, a gigantic clock above you ticking away.
Yeah.
So to those people who say I could do better in 12 hours, I was like, try that first before you decide that.
For sure.
I feel like try a timed build at home.
I was the complete opposite.
Our design time was out of that 12 hours as well.
Yeah, I think that's something else that people don't realize. Like, we walked into the room, they told us what we were going to be doing for that challenge, and it was start building. We did not have separate design time. We had to sit there and design on the clock.
Wow.
I didn't think a different thing also from the way that we normally build is we build really complex robotic animated storytelling pieces, but we do multiple iterations. Like, we try the 90-degree turn this way, and if it doesn't work, we try it another way. But normally there's not a clock ticking, and we can take 6 months to do that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You guys built that big mountainside with the fantasy storytelling castle.
Yeah, that was us.
That thing was awesome. I remember seeing that a year ago.
I knew I'd seen them before.
That thing was
Thank
incredible.
you. And actually, if you're interested in that piece, Treasure of the Snake Queen, there's actually a video of it over on our YouTube channel that our friend Davin made that's amazing. And
You know what?
It shows everything in close up, and it also has the full soundtrack included
Nice.
that played
You know what?
when we ran it.
Richard Flynn.
Richard Flynn.
Richard Flynn. Flynn Richard. That build was shown on this YouTube channel already.
Oh, awesome.
I remember the thing where they would go up. Yes.
It was like a whole storytelling. Yeah.
And they were in a rocky mountain, and they were going up one, and then they go into the next one, and then they go to the castle, the black castle on top that you were like, oh my God, I love it. No, nothing. Okay.
Show it to her again. She'll
Check
remember.
out the video on our.
Okay,
on our
so-
channel.
I'm sure I was there. Just don't remember.
Real quick, Blindside Bricks asked in the chat, and I'm curious about it as well. And you might not be able to answer it because we haven't seen all the episodes yet. But what was your favorite? What was your favorite challenge on the show?
Oh,
Was it one of the 3 that we've already seen, or was it? Is
How
it
about,
coming up still?
out of what we've seen.
Well, out
Okay,
of
yeah,
what-
yeah. So
Okay, so I'll say out of what you've seen, definitely, obviously,
The clock.
the half and half challenge was our.
yeah, clockwork. Yeah.
And I will say this kind of calls back to what we were just talking about a few minutes ago, but part of what you don't see is that like those first two episodes, we were all really finding our footing. And I don't even
Sure.
just mean the contestants. I mean the producers, the people behind the camera. Like this was all new to everyone. So, you know, that again, my stress out moment in episode 2, you know, you saw me get stressed. You didn't see what led up to the stress, but it was, you know, I would think we were at that point, we were like on our 5th day in a row of building all day long in our very first week of being there on the show. So the pressure was intense. Like
Did they give you a day off after that?
We did get weekends off. Yep.
Okay,
We did
good.
get weekends off, but it was for the first, like, I think we filmed 7 or so days in a row when we first got there, because we were doing all these intro videos and, you know, us coming in and checking everything out. And it was, it was a really, really intense shooting schedule. And it took us all, I think, about 2 episodes to really find our footing. And I think if you go back and look at the episodes, you can actually see that, I believe, also in the editing. You can see that the difference between episode 3 and episode 1, just in the way that it's filmed and the way that they sort of move everything around.
Yeah.
So, like, I know the process was 7 weeks.
Yep.
When you all got there, how fast did things get going? Did you all go right there and start?
Really fast. Like the first day. So we all wore our own clothes, but the first day that we got there, they wanted to see how everything looked on set. So it was all like trying on things and being introduced to the set and all this just right in. We were filming immediately.
Oh, and I'll tell you, one of the really weird things is we filled out so many things and made tapes and videos for the auditions and everything. And when we arrived, everybody was like, hey, David. Sorry. Hey, David. How's it going?
Oh, right on. Hi, David.
And so when we arrived, like, everybody already knew who we were. Like, they knew our names. They knew what we looked like. They knew our dog's name. Like,
clipboards with our faces on them.
So it was weird walking into a room full of people who know, who already know who you are when you have no idea who they are.
Yeah.
Did they do a background check? Already have your social security number, everything?
Well, we can't go into details, but let's say it was thorough.
It was long and thorough. Sounds like my honeymoon.
He said,
I know you stated on your all stream earlier that Iceberg, Mel, kind of brought you all over to YouTube.
Yeah, he did. He and Boone both. I remember talking with them like while we were doing the show, going, you know, is this worth it? Is this something that we should do? And you know, right. And then the funny thing is right when that happened is when all of the COPPA stuff started happening.
Oh yeah.
And there was big discussions, and we really kind of knocked it around for a while, and we were like, oh, I don't know, like, is this the time to do this? And then in the end, like once the actual things started showing, and kind of definitely encouraged by definitely encouraged by Mel and Boone, but we decided to start because we thought it was another great way to kind of interact and meet with the fans and have a way to answer questions and that kind of thing.
Well, we also think the show is so short to show, 10 teams and all of their builds. It just gives us a chance to talk about more what went into our build or what we intended, or if we ever have an episode that we don't do as well
and
on,
people can see how we dress at home. Not.
So
I liked everything we got to wear on the show, but man, I was like missing my t-shirts and jeans.
I don't blame you.
Wear suits.
Oh yeah, poor Aaron and Corey and
those-
Travis and Tyler, like in their full suits. Oh, those poor guys.
I'd be there in my sweatpants,
Yeah. I got one more question before we end it, because I know you guys are already over an hour, and you guys are quietly come and being patient with us.
No, we're having so much fun.
I hope we haven't been too blabby.
No, you guys have been great, but I want to know if you guys will be willing to come back to the PBN, the Pink Bucket Nation, live streams in the future with each other or separate. I don't care. And are you willing to become members of the PBM? Now, I don't have any buckets to give you, but there's one singular rule about being a member of the Pink Bucket Nation.
Yes.
That's simply that you need to believe.
We
awesome.
do. We believe. We are totally Pink Bucket Nation. We are totally in. Absolutely.
Excellent.
I
Excellent.
like how that was in you know, you guys were in chorus, you were in sync when you said that.
We do that fairly frequently. And you know what's so funny? I was just because the Ninjago City set has that as a little sticker, that poster that you just held up.
Yep.
And I was just looking at it earlier today.
You know where that came from? It came from the Lego 1 movie.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And so I stole it and made it a Pink Bucket Nation thing. So, you know.
I thought it was from Parappa the Rapper, the PlayStation 1 game from.
Get out.
Oh, Parappa.
You gotta believe.
You gotta believe.
All right. So
Before Julian ends this, I want to say it was a pleasure to hang out with y'all for a couple hours
that's Hoosier talking.
over in your stream before this one, listening to everybody talk about their experiences. And I hope we get to see more of you.
Oh, well,
thank
it's
you
been
so
great
much.
meeting you all. It's been super fun.
And we really appreciate you having us on, and we will absolutely be back. And we're so proud to now be a part of Pink Bucket Nation.
I know, that's
We
exciting.
It's overrated. Sorry.
Oh,
I want to say that I don't have you guys on here because you're on a show. I found you. I love you guys. Flynn, like literally when you had that situation,
Yeah.
that is when I was like, I looked at her, I almost started tearing up, and I don't cry too often. And I looked at her, I said, I get it. I get him. I understand it. I feel it. I went to a show without her back in 2018, and I had to have half a dozen handlers, and I was still freaking out. There you go. Hoosier was one of my handlers. He knows. Taylor.
Yep.
You know. So
We
All
felt.
right,
I
you guys
felt
need to deal with that.
Well, thank you. I mean, I think we've all been there at one time or another, but you know, we haven't all been there when there's 13 cameras on you.
no, no. But
Just putting this out there, watching over Julian, it was like watching 50 kids at one time.
I'm a bit on the wild side in public.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
This is-
I've had the honor to meet Julian a couple of times, and Brittany definitely has her hands full. She does a lot of work to keep him in line.
Amen.
I tried.
We've got that situation here. He keeps me in line. We have a total like Ricky and Lucy thing going on.
I love it.
Harebrained schemes.
I always have somebody to do a scheme, and he's always, you know, reluctantly, but joins in, and we end up having a good time anyway.
Hey, as new members of Pink Bucket Nation, I want to point out
Yeah, we've got
Nice.
lots.
Oh, look at there.
Yeah.
Oh, nice collection.
Very
Yeah.
nice. That's awesome.
They
Boat.
get that PO box up and running.
Carlsbad.
Yeah, we'll do that.
We will get a PO box up and running. We want to say thank you and definitely keep an eye out. We're going to be. Ended up getting super busy today, but tomorrow we're definitely going to film our impressions of episode 3 video.
a little how-to.
And then we're also going to do a sort of how-to on how we got that ticking eye to happen, which
Nice.
is a big
Yeah, I'd love to see
question.
that.
Everybody wants to see that. Real quick, I would be amiss
Real quick, wait.
if I didn't invite you to next Monday, not tomorrow, but the Monday after that, Blazes and Smith's Bricky Time Fun Show over on Brick Blazes channel. This guy who's got the cat.
Hey, Juliet.
Hello, Juliet.
Right. Well,
We're definitely inviting you. Me and Blaze.
We have to be the following.
I think it'll
one.
have to be the following week because
Okay.
we're flying back from Bricks Cascade that day.
Okay, cool. cool.
But definitely the week after.
We'd love to. That would be great.
So
we
we're-
alternate back and forth. So every other week we either play GTA or then we do Lego, and then we play GTA and then we do Lego.
All right,
All right,
then
on.
just let us know when. We'd be happy to be there.
all right. Anybody else want to say
And
anything? To the super-
Just be warned that now that he has your email, you will get the weekly email. So every time he has a show, you'll be on there. Just
We look forward to it. That's great.
Okay, I was going to tell them in post show, but that's fine.
oh yeah, no,
I'm gonna warn them later.
I'm warning them now so
but
they know.
Anybody else want to say anything else to them?
To anybody on the show,
Anybody on the show?
Well, now somebody said in the chat, and I agree. I thought the official rule of Pink Bucket Nation was you got to love those bricks.
I mean, that is the tagline.
And I can eat.
Bricks.
All right, real quick, I'm gonna pop you out, put Moto in.
Yep.
Okay.
Bye,
Moto,
Kay.
we love you.
Hey, it's
love you,
okay. I love
Moto.
listening. I
love
managed to
you.
make my fantastic space ray,
You're
so I'm all
ridiculous.
happy.
Nice.
Oh, right on.
That's so good.
Moto, we love you.
Yeah, I love you guys too.
All
Got all
right.
those bricks.
Well,
Yeah.
your world is great.
That's fantastic.
They like
Oh crap!
what?
During an after show, I'm gonna have to swear a lot or something because
Okay, buddy.
go.
All right. So that
Oh,
actually
man.
took way too long. All right, everybody from the Pink Bucket here at the Pink Bucket Nation, to all of you at home, remember, you gotta love those bricks. Bye, everybody.